Well, hello, MoveEasy movers. Welcome to MoveEasy Yoga with Kathy. Today is actually October 15th, but it's whatever date you're watching this YouTube video. We're going to start in our usual fashion with our legs on a chair and just relax. We're going to be in that position for 7 minutes. It's a lower back stretch, not a stretch. It's like anyway, support for the lower back. And I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on that. I'm also going to hit my singing bowl, so you will hear a tone. So go ahead and get into position. We'll start the 7 minutes. Okay, 7 minutes are up. Stay where you are and slowly turn your head from right to left about 3 or 4 times. Loosen up your neck. Finish up. Then we're going to do the next thing we're going to do is vagus nerve reset. And we're all familiar with this. So your head is facing forward and stationary, and you just move your eyeballs to the right and wait for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. Ooh, comes right away from me now. And then move your eyes back to center, keeping your head still stationary. Move your eyeballs only to the left. Wait for that sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. Now I'll give you a couple of minutes to do it 2 more times on each side without my cueing. Okay, finish up. The next thing we're doing is head ramping. So you can put whatever you choose behind your head. You can leave your head the way it is on a stack of towels or washcloths. I like putting therapy balls behind my head. You can put a sponge ball back there. So the idea behind head ramping is to press the occipital ridge, which is that bone that's just at your scalp line between your ears, towards the floor. This is to relieve text neck, computer neck. So basically we just press and release, and then press and release. Excuse me, this will also cause you to yawn or sigh the way the vagus nerve reset will do. So press and release and press and release. One last time. Press and release. Okay. The breathing exercise we're going to do today is Viloma breathing. Sorry, my eyes always water when we do this. So Viloma breathing is taking 3 sections of inhales and then a normal exhale. So you inhale a third and pause, and then another third and pause, and then fill up your lungs with the last inhale and pause, and then exhale. So inhale, 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 exhale, inhale, 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 Exhale. Inhale. 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 Exhale. I find this breathing exercise works for me when I can't sleep. One last time. Inhale. 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 Exhale. I do several breathing exercises if I have trouble sleeping at night. Okay, go ahead and push your chair away or move away from your couch. Come up to a sitting position. Make sure you're moving slowly. You can sit in hero pose, you can sit cross-legged, either one will work. And just so you know, this is hero pose. So we're going to do our hypopressive sitting. I like it sitting. I don't know why. I just do. So with the hypopressives, what we do is we take 3 normal breaths. And then on the 3rd breath, we exhale everything out of our lungs and hold it for the count of 15. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last breath, inhale, exhale, everything out of your lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, relax. We'll do this one more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, everything out of your lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. The next thing we're going to do are neck stretches. So we'll start by going up and down. So when you're down, your spine stays straight. We're just moving from the neck up. So your shoulders are relaxed, your spine is upright. And look down and then look up. Down. And if you're like me, you hear all kinds of noises in your neck. Up. I have arthritis in my neck. Down and up. Very simple move. Down and up. Down and up. Okay, good job. The next movement is also very simple. It's side to side. So move slowly and deliberately and just look at your left shoulder, look at your right shoulder. Your body, your torso is stationary or as much as possible. And you just turn your head till you feel that first pull, and then you stop there. We're not out to hurt ourselves or tweak our neck. Just back and forth. Very easy moves. One more. Okay. Good job. The last thing we're going to do in this triplet is shoulder rolls. So shoulders go up, back, and then down. So up, back, and down. Your arms are going to go with them, but the shoulders are making the moves. Up, back, and down, and then forward. Up, back, down, forward. It's kind of like you're drawing a square with your shoulders on either side of you. And if you're like me, you'll hear noise there too. One more. Up, back, down, and forward. Good job. Good job. Okay, we're going to do our regular side bends. Let's go ahead and switch our legs. Been sitting that way for a while. I'm going to set a timer for 40 seconds. So we start on the right. The right hand slides along the mat. The other hand comes up and over. Both sits bones stay on the floor. Just lean over as far as you can. We're going to move our upper arm in just a few seconds. Now lower that upper arm till it's parallel to the floor and reach with that hand. You should feel a stretch under your arm and down your side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. There you go. Arm up, torso up. Other side. Arm along the mat. Other arm up and over. Just lean as far as you can. Now lower your upper arm till it's parallel to the floor and reach for that corner. Just reach. It's a nice stretch down the back here. Okay. Arm up, torso up. Good job. Excuse me. Now we're going to do the spine rotation. And again for 40 seconds. So left hand on right knee. Your right arm is behind you. Spider fingers. Rotate. Now at this point you have options. You can move your head back and forth. If you like. You move your torso, your rib cage, back and forth. Sorry, there was a big gust of wind that came through. I'm having a windstorm. And or you can just enjoy this stretch and just feel the stretch. Okay, come on around slowly. We'll do the other side. So right hand on left knee, left arm is behind you, spider fingers, rotate. Just as far as you can. When you feel that first pull, when you rotate, just stop there. And again, you have the option with your head or your rib cage. We're having a windy day and there was a big gust that came through. Must have blown some debris against the window. It startled me. Okay, come on around. Okay, and the third thing in this triplet is our torso circles. So we're going to go one direction and then for 40 seconds, and then we're going to turn around and go the other direction for 40 seconds. So whichever direction you start, just round. You can make the circle as big or as small as is comfortable for you. Bigger is always better, but depending on how you feel, it could be just a little one, and that's perfectly fine. This loosens up the hips. So we're going to change direction in just another couple of seconds. Okay, other direction. This is a very simple movement, but it's really good for the lower torso and the hips. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're going to move to the wall. I have to do some quick production work here, so bear with me. So find your wall or your door or whatever it is you use. Okay, we're going to start with the back bend at the wall for 40 seconds. So basically both arms come up and try to put your full palm on the wall. I can only put most of my fingers. Try to keep your elbows as close to your head as possible. If they're out, that's fine, but try to keep it a tight bend. And we hold this for 40 seconds. This is a bone building move. We all need this. Okay, come on down. Good job. And we're going to do the spine rotation. I want you to be able to see where my feet are. Oh, that was too much. Sorry. Okay. So right side towards the wall, right foot forward, left foot back, elbows at your waist, and then we rotate and put our palms on the wall for 40 seconds. This is another bone building pose. Whether you have osteoarthritis or osteopenia or not, it's still a very good pose for strengthening your back. There we are. Come out of this slowly. Okay. Do the other side. So your left side is against the wall, left foot forward, right foot back, elbows at your waist, and rotate, hands on the wall. So basically, we're just rotating our spine for strength and to build our core. Okay, come on around. Good job, guys. And now we're going to do arm circles. Now, you don't have to be by a wall to do this. You can just do this standing, but since we're here, we're just going to do it. So what we're going to do is do a circle on one side for 40 seconds and then a circle on the other side for 40 seconds. So we'll start on the right side. So we're just making a circle with our arms. Keep the rest of your torso as still as you can. You're just drawing a big circle in front of you. Your arm is the only thing that's moving. Okay. Now we're going to do the other side. So up and over. This is really good for your shoulders. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to go back to the mat. So again, with the production work. So we're going to need 2 blocks. We're going to be doing the progressive figure 4 with the blocks. So we'll be taking it one step at a time. Whenever you feel that it's too much for you, you can stay at that one step. You can stay at any level that you feel comfortable with, or you can take it all the way. It's up to you. This is yoga is a very personal practice. So the first position is a basic figure 4. Now, before you put your ankle on your knee, you want to pull your knee back always, because you don't want to be twisting your leg. So we'll start with our right leg on our left knee. And always make sure you pull your knee back when you do that. We're going to hold this position for 40 seconds. And there's a couple things you can do here. You can move the knee back and forth. You can lift your foot. You can point and flex your other foot. You know, whatever you feel comfortable with. Or you can just be in this position, and this is perfectly fine. You can rotate your ankle if you choose. Okay. Now the next step is to put a block under your lower foot. Now remember, if you have to take your leg off to do this, you need to put it back. Make sure you pull your knee back before you do. We're going to be in this position for 40 seconds. And again, you've got options. Your knee, it should be closer. If you have short arms like I am, you can reach it sooner. You can push on it if you like. You can still lift and lower your lower foot and play with your upper foot. Point, flex, rotate. Play with your toes. Okay. Now the second step, or actually the third, is to put another block on top of the first one. Now again, remember, if you had to take your leg off, hold your knee back. And we'll be here for 40 seconds. This is a bit more strenuous. Like I said, if you feel that you can't do any level, that's fine. Just stay at the level you're most comfortable with. Because we've got 2 more levels to go. So whichever one works for you, stick with that one. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, yoga is a personal workout. Okay. Now the next one is lifting your foot up and putting your hands behind your thigh. And again, if you want to stay on the bricks, do it. Don't hurt yourself. If this is too much, that's nothing wrong with that. Again, you can point and flex your feet. You can rotate your ankle. You've got more freedom on both feet in this position. Okay. Now the next one is putting your feet in front of your knee or your calf. If you feel like a pretzel, you're not alone. If you can't do this, don't worry about it. Just stay at the level you're at. And yes, I feel like a pretzel. Feel like having a pretzel. You can play with your feet. There you go. 40 seconds. Come on down. Okay. Now we're going to do the other side. So again, the first position, let me get these out of the way, is just pull your knee back, your left leg, and put your left ankle on your right knee. And we're in this position for 40 seconds. And again, you can keep playing with your feet or your ankles, or your toes. You can push on your knee if that feels okay on your knee. If you have knee issues, I don't recommend doing this. You can even rock back and forth a little bit if you choose. There we go. And then again, this next level is putting your foot on the brick. Remember, pull your knee back. 40 seconds. Just play, adapt. All right. Second brick. Remember, always pull your knee back before you put your ankle up there. Sometimes I forget to do that. That's why I say that every time. Sometimes I'll just twist my leg, and that's the worst thing you can do for your knee. So at this point, you can probably reach your toes. You could do a toe handshake if you like. Massage your foot. Point and flex your toes. Okay. Now the next step is to put your hands behind the thigh of the bent knee. Now both feet are in the air. Again, if you can't do this, if you feel you can't do this, just stay on the bricks or stay on one brick, whichever feels most comfortable for you. We don't want to hurt ourselves. This is our time for us. So no pain, no strain. Okay. Now the last movement is hands on the calf or up by the knee. And again, you can move both. I like moving my feet around because I have ankle issues. So I like to keep them moving as much as possible. And there we are. And that is that. So good job. Okay. So while we're down here, we're going to do some core work. We love our core work, right? Yeah. So our regular core work with the legs up and extended. Now you have options. It might be easier if you put your hands under your hips, flat on the mat under your hips. It does make it easier. You can do one leg at a time. You can just lift your legs up, or you can just extend them without going from tabletop, or you can just extend one leg at a time. You have all kinds of options here. So we are going to do 10 reps of tabletop and then extension. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway there, 6, we're on the downhill, 7, getting closer, 8, almost, 9, hold on, 10. Excellent, you guys. Good job. All right. Take a quick breather. You deserve that. Good job. Okay, the next movement we're going to do is just with one leg. So tabletop and extend. So that's 1, 2. Notice my foot is flexed, not pointed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good job. Now the other leg. Start at tabletop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, my knee just cracked. 9, 10. All right. Whoa. That's a good one. Okay, the next movement is kind of difficult. So I'm going to explain it a little, and we're only going to do 5 of them. So the movement, the full movement is this: hands behind your head. 1, 2. Kind of like a sit-up, but not really. Basically, you're up, going like this and this. Now, options. You don't need to lift your head and shoulders. If that's too much, that's fine. You can just put your legs up like this. If you want to lift your head and shoulders, make sure that you're not straining your neck when you're up like this. If you want your hands at your side when you're not lifting your head and shoulders, you can do that too, and just lift your legs. So we're only going to do 5 of these because they are a little on the difficult side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So good job. This, what we just did, is very good for this area here, which I don't know about you, but I need a lot of work right there. So I always feel better after I've done them. So now we're going to go on our stomach. So roll over very slowly. We're going to do our back extensions. So what we'll be doing is we're face down, and we're going to raise our arms, our shoulders, our head, and hold this position. Our neck is in a head ramping position. So we're looking down at the floor. We're going to hold that for 40 seconds and then come back down. And then we're going to come up and extend our arms into an airplane, hold that, and come back down. So inhale to prepare. Okay, hold on. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, come up with your head. You should be looking down at the floor, the mat. Your neck is extended. Your palms are towards the ceiling. Hopefully your head and your shoulders are raising up. If you can, raise a little higher. However, you feel it in your lower back, don't go up. We're just holding this position for another few seconds. Inhale. Exhale, come on down. Okay, good job. Now, back into position. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, arms come up. Inhale again. Exhale, arms come out like an airplane. We're holding this position. Come up a little higher if you can, but be aware of your lower back. And if you'll notice, my toes are barely touching. So it's really my center torso that is on the floor. The only part that's really on the floor. Inhale. Come on down. We're going to do that one more time. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, come on up. Inhale again. Exhale, arms out. Stay in this position. As much as you can. A few more seconds. Inhale to prepare and come on down. Okay, good job. Now we're going to do the thoracic spine rotation. We're all familiar with this one. So we're lying on the mat. Our arms are in a T. The idea is to keep your shoulders on the ground. Now, if your head is pointed towards your left, lift your left leg. And keeping your shoulders on the ground, lift your left leg. Anything below the waist and below can move, but you're keeping your shoulders down. You can bend your knee. You can wave your foot in the air like you just don't care. You don't have to have it all the way across and touch the floor. You can just lift it straight up, maybe back and forth a little. And come on down. And then we'll do the other side. Don't look to the right. Lift your right leg up. Move it along whichever way you choose. Like flex your foot. Anything you want, as long as your shoulders are on the ground. Okay, bring it on down. Now let's just take a minute, because we've done some good work today, and just rest our forehead on our hands. Let's just take a breather, a quick 20-second breather. Okay. So go ahead and get into position for Yoga Nidra. Make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure you're warm enough. You might want to put a cloth over your eyes. I will guide you to systematically move your attention through internal points as I mention them. Allow your awareness to flow to these points without moving any part of your body. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, the center of your throat, your right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, excuse me, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. So begin to wiggle and stretch. Stretch your legs out if they're bent. Stretch your arms out above your head. Stretch one side and then the other. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your ankles and your wrists, first one way and then the other. And then straighten one leg and bend the other and hold that knee to your chest. And then straighten that leg and hold the other knee to your chest. Now hold both knees to your chest and roll back and forth. Feels good on your lower back. And when you're ready, roll over towards the camera using your lower arm as a pillow. We're going to stay in that position for a little while and just be grateful. Grateful that we were able to move today. Grateful that we have another day to experience life. Just grateful that we showed up and we did this for ourselves. This is me time. I know I always feel better after a yoga session. So we're just going to take a moment. Be in the moment. Try not to hear my birds in the background. And when you're ready, come on up to a sitting position. I'm going to remove my spotlight and change my view to gallery. You can unmute yourself. There we go. Okay. Hands to your heart. Let's push a little. Feel some of that shoulder work we did. Push against your hands. And then loosen. Make it an easy, easy touch. I want to thank you for coming today and moving with me. And as Via says, we are all lights in this world, and we're also all one light. So let's end the class by saying to each other, Namaste.
Namaste.
All right.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy.
Ah.
Oh.